Ready.
Welcome, sports fans. Welcome back to another episode. I am your host, Joe Meyer,
I'm Rush.
and this is This or That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting, and riveting sports topics, discussions, and debates on the internet.
Yeah. Nice stuff. I like it still. I like that. People, don't forget before we get into the video, like this one. Leave a comment on the video and subscribe to This or That Sports TV. One more thing though.
Share the video to at least 10 people, but ensure to get us 6 subscribers. Because if each and every one of you guys can manage to get us 6 subscribers, you know how many subscribers that will get us by the end of the day?
Yeah, man. I do some work now. Consistent with it, you know, man. We know the people supposed to see the pre by now. You guys can expect a video every 7 o'clock.
Consistency. Oh, I can't sing that.
Right.
No, sing note for them, no?
That's cool, no, dog. That's cool, no, man. We need that bag there today. But the people, when they see the work I go on, you know, every 7 o'clock we try to do a really good video. Yesterday, it was Kyle Butler.
That is it.
You know, we spoke to Kyle Butler. The day before that, it was Romeo got there. The day before that, it was an interview with Dennis Chung. And people, tomorrow it's going to be something else. And the day after that, and the day after that. So stay tuned to This or That Sports TV. Easy. Today, though, we are going to talk about the Champions Cup. The Champions League of Schoolboy Football. And I think this match will deliver. It's Kingston College versus Jamaica College in the finals of the Digital Champions Cup. What do you feel about that game, bro?
I'm feeling fine.
Just fine.
How I'm feeling about this game, you know, I'm excited.
Mm.
You know, it will be a good matchup. You know, I can't wait to see the outcome first and foremost. I wish I could just fast forward to 8:30 on Saturday, but I can't, you know, so the build-up is imperative. It's important, and that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
You know, I expect Jamaica College to possess the ball. I expect Kingston College to get out on the break. There's a lot to break down, but as it relates to my general feel on the game, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm also excited for this one. You know, obviously I have a dog in the race. I think it will probably.
I left your bias outside of the.
I didn't be biased,
bro.
I didn't say who I want to win. I didn't say any
You
other.
say you have a dog.
No, you don't. Yes, I try.
You always come with your biasness on the channel, bro, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm just a try, people. I want to go never bias. Just tell them.
You literally say you have a dog in the race.
That don't mean
nobody asks you that, bro.
I'm telling them though.
Then why you telling them?
Over channel. We can't tell them. We want to tell them.
But yeah, you're literally
We say
biased.
over channel.
We
can't tell them.
We're an objective channel.
You objective. What bias like? Anyways, people. I think it'll be a good game. I think both teams will come to play some football, and both teams, you know, they have something on
That's
the line.
why the people them say I be idiot award they count. That's why them say I be wrong award.
Actually, I'm not see that. I'm not see that. What I saw was the people saying all the ones that he presented were the wrong ones. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. You see me? So you see? Someone that chose stone.
Me present MVP.
Look here what you want to say, brother.
I present keeper.
Look here what you want to say.
I present surprise team.
Look here what you want to say.
Surprise team, I definitely Ellis Lassie. MVP, I definitely the John Richards.
Look here what you want to say. People them say them like that award them with your game. Well, anyways, yeah, I think it'll be a great game. Kingston College, the storyline is Raymond Watson's first season as head coach. You know, he needs something. You know, he definitely needs a trophy to say, yo, I've been here, I'm just keeping the tradition going. I'm keeping the winning going. And for Jamaica College, they want to win the treble. You know, it's been a while. You know, we haven't seen a school, you know, with a treble in a while. So I think that's what Jamaica College is going for. This is a very, very good chance to do so because I think they have a really good team. But let's speak about the match for a second. What do you expect from Jamaica College on Saturday?
I expect possessive football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I expect them to maintain position. I expect them to dominate the midfield. You know, the likes of Saviola Blake and Kevin Wilson will be very instrumental in tomorrow's game. And I do believe that they have the upper hand on Kingston College's midfield. And as such, I think they'll possess the ball in that area and to get the ball out to their amazing wingers and attack Kingston College's wing defenders. And I think that will be the theme of the game, and I think that will perpetuate throughout the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah, I think Jamaica College will dominate this game in terms of possession. I think they will dominate this game in terms of chances created. I just think they will run the game. You know, that don't always translate to winning, but I think they will run the game. I think they are a better squad. They are a better team than Kingston College. They have better players in more positions than Kingston College. Mm-hmm. And I think that is why we'll see, you know, them dominating the possession and winning that. Even in their defense, I think they are a better defense than Kingston College. I think they are a better goalkeeper than Kingston College. I think they have a better defense than Kingston College. And attacking line, that is where we can say, oh, they have Kingston College have some goal scorers. They have the best player in schoolboy football. Jamaica College can't necessarily boast the same, but they have really good players.
Yeah.
But I'm also expecting Jamaica College to possess the ball. Davian Ferguson, I know, is a man that tries to. He's just all about the bottom line. He wants to win. And I don't think he cares how he wins. Obviously, he always wants to keep some class there, but he just wants to win. And I think he will adjust his tactics a bit, to deal with the threat that Kingston College will offer. And let's speak about Kingston College now. What do you expect to see from the Kingston College side?
I expect to see more of the same. Upon qualifying for the second round, that dominant, overpowering Kingston College that we got used to in the first couple of games, was no more. Mm-hmm. And they started to play a more methodical, counter-attacking, fast break type football, to use a basketball analogy. And I think we'll be seeing more of the same. I think they'll attempt to suck up position. I think the likes of Shakes and probably Mattis in a midfield role might try to get the ball to their wingers, more specifically to Dejan Richards, as quickly as they possibly can, and attempt to break down JC in that regard. Yeah. I don't think they'll attempt to hold on to position. Mm-hmm. I think it'll be easier for them than it was against Clarendon College and than it was against St. Andrew Technical. And I think it might be slightly easier for them to get a foothold in the game, especially Clarendon College, though winning that game resoundingly. And I think it will be easier for them in this game to maintain more position on the ball. Mm-hmm. However, I still think it will be more the same. Get out the ball to their wingers, like we saw in the Mona High School game. Have Dejan Richards create his magic.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see it. The thing is, Raymond Watts is tactically aware. He knows when a team has him beat for quality. He knows. And he adjusts his system to, suit that. We see where in Mona he played a different style to what he played against Stats because, he believes that he can play football with Stats. And ultimately, they were, a few decisions from winning that game. They were, a few moments of being in dangerous positions from winning that game. In Clarendon College, he realized that, this Clarendon College team outclassed us. We're going to counter-attack. And I feel like we are going to see a similar system to what, they played against Clarendon College versus Jamaica College, because Jamaica College is very similar to Clarendon College in the way that they play. They try to possess the ball. Obviously, I think Clarendon College is a better team, but I think Jamaica College will also try to possess the ball. Kingston College will soak up that pressure and then hit them on the counter-attack. One thing I'm not going to go too in-depth with it because the information wasn't shared to me to be shared. But Kingston College will not be, they will be without one of their most important players. Now, a lot of people think it will be Whisper. He was saying in the week that he's not going to play. It may or may not be Whisper. I know who it is, but Kingston College will be without one of their most important players. And that might hurt them, because they depend on this player heavily. They depend on him to do what they want to do. But at the end of the day, Whisper is going to score. And in the end, when I'm going to, say who I expect to win this game, that is going to factor into my decision. Casey is not going to end this game with a nil score. I honestly believe Whisper is going to score. Whether they lose or they win, he's going to score. So I'm going to count that in there. But overall, in terms of tactics, I expect soaking up pressure. I expect breaking on the counter. I expect dangerous wing play and not necessarily through the middle.
I think Davian Ferguson will be more aware than Leonard Hyde, though. Mm-hmm. So I think he'll be more methodical and deliberate in stopping Dejan Richards. Who knows? We might see a cameo of Tariq Zimenez in a wing position. I think that's definitely within the realm of possibility, considering that Jamaica College are fully aware of the threat that Dejan Richards possesses. So I think there is a likelihood that they will, negate Dejan Richards' threat to an extent. Will they keep him off the scoreboard completely? And I cannot say for sure.
I don't think so.
That seems like an impossible ask. But I definitely think they'll be deliberate in stopping Dejan Richards.
And you know what I think? I think Jamaica College are confident. They're a confident bunch. So I bet Romain Blake backs himself to stop Whisper. I bet Xavier and Coach Davidson, Coach Davian Ferguson backs himself to say, we can stop this kid. No, I know for a fact that Whisper definitely backs himself against them. And I don't necessarily think they should, be overly confident in defending one-on-one against Whisper. I feel like they should probably overcommit, and give yourself, you don't want to, I think he can, produce another performance like he produced against Clarendon College. Will we see this? It's unlikely. We don't normally see two of those back-to-back games from a schoolboy, come out and score 4 goals. So I think it would be smart to overcommit. whether it be man mark, whether it be two man in that area of the pitch, I don't know how they will do it tactically. But I think overcommitting will probably be their best bet in terms of stopping Whisper. Not necessarily winning the game, because obviously that would affect them going forward. But in terms of stopping Whisper, overcommitting is probably their best bet. I don't know which team in this country, at the schoolboy level, can stop Whisper from scoring. But overcommitting man marking from the jump is probably your best bet, and he will still, score on you. So that's what I think. That's what I think with that.
I think Jamaica College gets 2 players under John Richards and have somebody else beat them. And
Yeah.
like we see with this Argentina team, it's unlikely that somebody else will beat you.
Mhm.
So, if Jamaica College is smart, had I been the coach of Jamaican College
From the jump,
I would have 2 players thrown at Whisper
help every time.
and have Nasharda Gibbs or Mattis or somebody else
Go win the game.
win the game for us. And then
You live with that.
have Dejan Richards drop very deep and pick up the ball, which is what we see Messi do, which is the difference with Messi and many other players. His ability to drop into almost a 6
And
position
still affect the game.
and take up the game in that way. And I do believe Whisper possesses that ability. In fact, in the Clarendon College,
He was better because
he dropped deep in the game
Just
and attempted to take over the game in that regard. So I think that's the kind of game that we'll have to see from Whisper, which might putting 2 players at him, that will probably stop him from scoring. To be honest, if you put 2 good defenders, Tariq Jimenez and Romain Blake on him, it's going to hard for Whisper to find himself in goal scoring position, especially considering that he does not play on the strongest team. However, can he drop deep into an 8 role and take up the game and win the game from that role, scoring an amazing goal or getting beautiful assists? He definitely possesses that ability. But I think Davian Ferguson has to put 2 people at him, has to throw bodies at him, and then see where the car is laid.
Yeah, and the important thing about this game is that it is Dejan Richards' last schoolboy game. He said it before. His father said it before that this is his last season. He will not play in the Manning Cup again. And this is his last game, if you realize. So I think he will want to go with a bang. And as I said, I'm going to count him to score. Even when KC loses, he's going to score. We see that with stats. We see that again against every team that he's just going to cause problems and score. And with it being his last game though, I think he will try to give us a worldly performance again and leave an abound because he has that personality. He wants you to know that he's here. He wants to leave an impact. He's that type of person. Not necessarily, show off, but he knows what he has and he's going to show it. So I'm expecting a really, really good performance from Whisper in this game. Who are some players that you're looking out for from the Jamaica College perspective?
Jamaica College perspective, Tariq Jimenez have been underwhelming all season, and I'm looking for him to finally come out and have a Jamaican international type performance where he comes out and shows that he's indeed one of, if not the best schoolboy footballer, because he's been called up to the national team, and I think, of course, somebody out there would have seen that he possesses the ability to be on a stage where he's considered the best Manning Cup player, if not top 3 at the very least, and he hasn't showed that to this point. And I'm thinking and I'm hoping to see one of those type performances. And I'm telling you, if Tariq Jimenez manages to bring that type of game,
it will be hard.
Jamaica College is going to win that game definitively. Yeah. So that's one player that I'll definitely be looking out
for. Who and what I'm looking out for? 2 17-year-olds matching up Whisper against Romain Blake. I'm looking out for Romain Blake. He needs to have a really good performance. Whisper usually plays on the right side cutting in, and Romain Blake is usually the left side centre back. So I'm looking out for that matchup. I'm looking out for that.
Romain Blake plays on the right.
No, man, Romain Blake plays on the left.
Xavier Davidson plays on the left. Romain Blake plays on the right. Yeah, think about it. Yeah, Romain Blake.
I'm thinking about the finals when Romain Blake was on the left.
When we are like at that end, watching Romain Blake is always closer to us, and Xavier Davidson is always the centre back on the other side. Yeah,
I might be wrong with that one, but I'm looking forward to that matchup itself. Romain Blake, whenever he's on Whisper, I'm looking forward to Romain Blake having a standout performance. He's one player. Who else?
We spoke about Romain Blake, his centre back pairing of Xavier Davidson. I think one of the most underrated players this season. And the reason he's underrated is because he's playing with one of, if not the best central defenders as a partner, which is Romain Blake, who is, I can say, is better than him, like a better ball player, technically better player, better defender than him. But Xavier Davidson is up there, a top 3 defender in Manning Cup.
Yeah.
It's so weird that Jamaica College just has 2 of the top 3. But David Davidson, I think, is the 3rd best defender in the Manning Cup. He's shown me time and time again how good he is, how much class he possesses, how well he is on the ball, and how composed and smart he is. And he's somebody that will have to help in the fight to stop Dejan Richards because they will have to do it by community. One person will not stop him. And I think the importance of Xavier Davidson tomorrow will be paralleled only by the importance of Romain Blake and the other defenders.
Yeah, I hear you. And for sure, looking forward to the tactical adjustment from both coaches. Because, as I said, at this point of the competitions, we have really, really good coaches. And most of these coaches are going to their brain box and think of how to beat teams. So I'm expecting a real tactical battle from, Raymond Watson and Davian Ferguson. Looking out for that. And the player side from KC, the usual suspects, the Blaine Byams and the CEO, they are going to have a busy day with the McConnell Aldridges and the Kevin Wilsons of this world, So I think both defenses will have a busy day, probably more so the Kingston College than the Jamaica College. But at the end of the day, as I said, I bet money on the fact that Whisper is going to score in this game. So that's as far as this game goes for me. When it's all said and done,
Kingston College will most likely be starting their cup goalkeeper Malik Williams. We've seen him have a few solid cup games.
Yeah,
and
not bad at all.
And I think I can infer that he will start considering that he's been the cup keeper all season long.
And no reason to drop it.
Yeah, so he will be called upon, and I think this will be the game where he will have to show that he should be not only their cup keeper in the next season, but their starting goalkeeper, because both goalkeepers will be available to play next season. And I think the fight for the number one spot next season, it's on.
Yeah, for sure.
And and Williams starts making his case tomorrow.
All right, and when it's all said and done, what are you expecting Saturday night to look like? Will it be blue or will it be purple?
I think Jamaica College will win this game. I think they will come out, and that one player that you mentioned about his absence, I don't think they'll be able to overcome it.
It's going to be hard.
You guys will see the team sheet when it's released, and you'll understand the player that we're speaking about. And I don't think Kingston College will have the teeth to do it in the deficit of that player. Now, Dejan Richards may well pounce on 3 mistakes by Jamaica College defender and scores 3 goals, and it's all said and done. It's all over at that very moment. However, if all goes well, if all is balanced, I think Jamaica College should win this game. And I think Stats are a better team than Kingston College.
A better all-round team for sure.
And Jamaica College managed to be on level pegging with them. I think they'll be able to out the Kingston College, probably 2-0.
Yeah, I said it earlier that when I'm thinking about my end result, Whisper and the fact that he's going to score is going to factor in. So I know that Casey almost starts the game with 1 goal for me. It's just in my head because the kid is just that good. And I think this game will either go to penalties or Whisper is going to be special again. I really believe so. It just sounds good. The last game in schoolboy football, Raymond Watson's first season, needs a silverware. Jamaica College wants the treble. They are celebrating. I don't know if it will lead over into this. I'm not predicting complacency or anything. Obviously, if Whisper comes on his best day and score 2 goals, and Jamaica College comes on their best day and play the football that they want to, I think Jamaica College will win the game. I don't think Kingston College will be able to overcome that. But what I'm expecting from just that one man, I'm going to predict Kingston College to win the game. I can't say a scoreline. It will be tight regardless. Probably penalties are Kingston College will win by 1 goal. And even Jamaica College win, I think it will be by 1 goal. I just think Whisper would have another virtuoso. That's what I think. Not necessarily wowed by Kingston College at all.
My prediction is heavily predicated on the Kingston College game, and the fact that Kingston College will not be at full strength. I think that plays a huge factor in the game. And
I hear.
And also Lenworth Hyde being a martyr. So he got a beating for the world to see. And unfortunately, he had to suffer for the many to learn. My father always told me that it's good to learn from your own mistakes, but it's even better to learn from others. And I think Davian Ferguson was watching when Dejan Richards did exactly what he did. So I don't think that performance will be replicated because of coaching and easy adjustments that Lenworth Hyde could have possibly made before the game had he known the storm that was about to hit. But how could he have known?
The thing is, he tried even in the last part, but maybe that left back is.
He tried in the last part and they won 2-0.
Yeah.
So
the game was done by that. But as I said,
so that's what, as in the
if we're going team,
subs and And the thing is, they won 2-0 in the last part, but it's not like anything changed. The flow of the game didn't change. So you said the game was done by that point. It's not like we're saying, oh, KC capitulated or KC turned off the engine or took their foot off the gas, because Kingston College did not press the gas not once in that game. So it wasn't a case where you say, okay, KC was playing all the football, then the game was done.
No, I'm saying when they scored those two goals, the game, it's over by that point. Not saying that the play changed,
didn't affect,
but they couldn't win the game.
Normally when one says, oh, the game was over at that point when they conceded 2 goals, it would imply that a team was playing well and then they were 4-0 up. And they were like, okay, let's take our foot off the gas. That's not what happened, because the flow of the game did not change. The only difference now was that Clarendon College managed to score 2 of their chances. So I do believe that Coach Ferguson will learn from the mistakes of the past, the mistakes of other great coaches, and will put in an adjustment to not stop the Jean Richards, because that is impossible, but not allow him to score 4 on their heads.
Let's see.
I don't believe Kingston College will be able to win this game unless Whisper manages to score 3 or 4 goals.
I don't think 2. I think 2 will do it. As I said, I gave my reasons. I think the kid will just be special again on the day and win the game for Kingston College. But let's see, people. What do you think will happen? Will Whisper come and produce another, special performance? One similar to the one that he gave Clarendon College, or will Jamaica College just be too much? Will the best team in the urban area just be too much for Kingston College? Because that's a very likely possibility. So let's see, people. That's it. Give us your opinions in the comment section if you like this video, and even if you don't like the video, just like the video. Get it? Leave a comment on this one and subscribe to this or that Sports TV. Is it? The one more thing though.
Share the video to at least 10 people, but ensure to get us 6 subscribers, because if each and every one of you guys can do that, you know how many subscribers that will get us by the end of the day, people.
There we go. This was our Digicel Champions Cup finals.
Are you sponsored by Digicel?
It's competition, man.
You keep on rubbing Digicel in the people and face.
I'm just calling it. Can't you do your job?
Is there a deal?
No. I'm just doing my job.
Is there a deal
I'm just doing my job.
Because call out Digicel. So I wonder if Digicel link.
But why you call out Digicel? Suppose I'm gonna see this and say Russia give you the respect, so we're gonna link them. What is wrong with you?
I'm not calling them out. I'm just saying, is there
why don't you want me to call them?
I never said don't call them.
Then why you stop me? How come you give me nice outro?
I ask if you emphasize, but there's a reason why I emphasize.
I'm just giving the competition respect. I'm just people spend up their money and me call the competition right. What is wrong with you?
Just ask. Can't ask a question.
We can't finish?
Someone can't ask a
question. We can't finish?
Alright, there you think.
Digicel link, we feel like there's a partnership that it could be special. It could be special. People link somebody if you know somebody. There we go. So the Digicel Champions.
Somebody might know somebody who knows somebody.
And then that's somebody they probably all know.
Sponsors the people.
All right, so it's Digicel Champions Cup finals preview from this side at Sports TV. Is it? And we are.
That.